Hi, I'm Soleil Dakota. This is our first edition of Musical Medicine. Thank you so much for being here. This is my offering of music to inspire and uplift us and to bring us together to celebrate our connection to one another and to our own hearts.
In the spirit of love and all goodness, we ask that Soleil's voice help America transform to a better place to be, a place of love and a place of connection and a place of goodness. For that is who she is, a person of goodness and talent. And she's a very loving person. So I'm asking that more people become more loving like she is. Thank you for her talent. Her talent is so impressive. And the world needs her voice. And I thank you for being here.
Thank you, Gloria. That was so beautiful.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Soleil Dakota. This song is called We'll Meet Again. I wrote it for my father when he passed away. And tonight I'm going to sing it for all of our loved ones. We'll meet again, yeah. We'll meet again, yeah. Let the river run. Let the tears fall from my eyes. Hear the prairie wind sing a song of love. Let your spirit rise up high above. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. Yeah. We'll meet again, my father. We'll meet again, my sweet friend. See the sun set and the shadows fade. May the dark of night light your way. Let the stars reveal where the angels dwell. Let me sing for you. Hallelujah. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. Yeah. We'll meet again, my father. yeah. We'll meet again. Thank you. My background is as a professional songwriter, and I worked with Narda Michael Walden in the 90s, my mentor. And I co-wrote a number of songs for different artists, Diana Ross, Al Jarreau, Tevin Campbell, Shanice, Huff Johnson. And this was the first song that I wrote for my own voice. And I feel like it's a gift from my father. And it's defined my style in the sense of the chant and a theme that really touches all of our hearts. And I ask myself, since I've been singing this song, if I believe that we'll meet again. And the song believes it, and the song is coming through me, and there's just some emotional connection with my loved ones. Lisa Starbird joins us this evening. Lisa has facilitated peer support groups as a volunteer for 15 years. During this time, she has had extensive experience with loss and grief. She presently facilitates a monthly Remembering Our Loved Ones circle and also a loss and transition group at Unity in Marin. She was at the Center for Attitudinal Healing for 8 years, both as a volunteer and full-time staff, working with loss and grief. For the past 6 years, she has been working at Bread and Roses, where they experience daily the healing power of music. She is a part of a team that produces 50 shows each month for those who are isolated in homeless shelters, convalescent homes, hospitals, and more. And I'm so happy, Lisa, to have you here on the show tonight. Welcome.
Thank you, Soleil. I'm glad to be here.
I've experienced your group. I've been to your Remembering Our Loved Ones group, and it had a big impact on me. And I'd just like you to share a little bit about this group that you offer for our viewers.
Well, the Remembering Loved Ones Circle is really a safe space for those of us to come and share about our loved ones that may have transitioned. And as we share, we're students and teachers to each other. And we really create a safe and sacred space for whatever is up, whether it's joy, laughter, anger, tears, sadness. We open to each other and we really share deeply from our hearts.
That's really beautiful. I remember when I came, and my father had been gone 6 or 7 years, and it was really touching for me to sit in your support and the support of the people there and have the opportunity to remember and share with other people, and sort of take that out of the very painful place and hold it in my heart again. So thank you. It was really a lovely, lovely group.
You're welcome. We know very clearly that we have to feel it to heal it. And part of my experience has been that my family, we lost 13 family members in a period of a year. And so that was what took me on this path of loss and grief. And during the time when everybody died, my mother was also diagnosed with and given a year to live. And so basically what I did was I put everything aside into a box. I volunteered more and I worked harder and just couldn't even face any of it. Well, when my mom died 5 years later, all of it came rushing back. All of it came as a master's class in loss and grief, if you will. And so from what I learned and from my experience that I went through, I know I've walked the path with so many people around their losses and their transitions. And because I've been able to do that, I hold the space with so much love and so much understanding and compassion that I'm really grateful to be able to do that, you know, for other people, so that maybe as we're all students and teachers to each other, that maybe they don't have to go through it as hard as I did, or you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. I know for myself, my tendency is to isolate. And I remember the first time that I came to Unity, and I remember walking in the doors and feeling held by other people and by community, and being drawn to your specific support group.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're not alone, and that's a really
Right.
important part. When we're grieving, so often we feel that we are alone. And so when people come into the circle, what happens is they get to see that other people and how they may have experienced it, and they get tools to be able to work through it themselves, or to see somebody else has had a much harder time at something. All of a sudden they feel a little more normal, or that it's okay. It's okay to react, or it's okay to get upset, where before they might have been beating themselves up for not walking in the world in the normal way, if you will.
Right. And when you said that about bringing your joy, or bringing your grief, or bringing your memories, that was my experience in the group, is that there was no right way, or maybe one time I'd feel like participating with my regrets and my sadness, and another time I would participate in a more joyful manner.
Right, right. You know, and there really is no right or wrong way to grieve, and there's no timetable for grief. Some people come after 10 or 15 years and they're finally ready to look into it a little differently, or often people are stuck in their lives for something else. And this is really the piece that, because they haven't done their grief work, that's what's holding them back. And they don't realize it until perhaps that they come into the circle, and then they're like, oh, again, seeing themselves and other people in the circle.
Yes, right.
And we may not solve all the problems of the world, and we're not there to give advice or anything like that, but we're really there to listen with a reverential alertness, that we really are there to be very present in the present moment with each person. And as we do that, when a person is heard, that's healing in itself. And so the people can usually walk away just a little bit lighter when they walk out of the room.
Yeah, that was definitely my experience. And now, in preparing for our interview tonight, and I would like to interview you again sometime. We don't have a lot of time tonight. We sang our time away. And in preparation for having you here, I went through another whole process of, you know, bringing the memory of my parents back, and remembering I was loved, and it was really healing, remembering that it came from love, that I came from love. And so being with you again is another layer of healing, and allowing me to remember and hold these memories in my heart.
Well, and part of your program is about the healing power of music. And I remember when we invited you to be part of that, to play your song for your father, how people were so touched by that they really had a deep resonance with your song. And I trust that that'll continue on, not just with our group, but now with this program, that others will get to hear it and feel it on a really deep level.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And tell me now, is your loss and grief program similar to Remembering Our Loved Ones?
There's a loss and transition, which is for any loss. It's a relationship loss, a job loss, financial. We have so many different losses in our lives, and again, those are the things that sometimes can hold us back and hold us into a a place of not being able to move forward in our lives. So as we're able to heal those things, then we can step forward, and all we have to do sometimes is just make a very small shift. Just make a small change in your routine, and you'd be amazed at how things can change up.
So give an example of a small change in a routine, something that you've experienced or that you've heard from others.
A small change could be anything from making an intention to sit in meditation for 5 minutes every morning. Start at 5 minutes, or just to sit quietly. Make a small change by walking out on the beach, being out in nature, loving somebody else's animal if you don't have one, that sort of thing, or being nicer to the grocery clerk at the store. There are so many ways that when we're giving of ourselves, when we're also being quiet with ourselves, that those are ways that we can start to shift. And it's an awareness and a willingness to make a new choice instead of staying in the same path. Sometimes we feel like we're sleepwalking, and we're just doing the same thing over and over, and it's the same habit over and over. And as we do that, how can we shift out of that? And so those are some of the ways that you can do that. And some of the tools also for loss and transition are writing is wonderful. Singing is wonderful. Singing is a prayer twice. You're singing these wonderful words. Pick your songs, of course, but then you're getting it. You're reading, you're learning the words, and then you're singing, and it's really truly a blessing.
Thank you for that. So you've done so much support for other people. What's that like for you to continue to offer support and be there? I would imagine it's very healing for you.
I actually get energized after every circle. A lot of people feel drained because it can be hard work, but for me, I'm actually lifted, and because because I've walked this so much, and I have just so much love in my heart for so many people and all that they're going through, that I love to do this. And it is about my own healing. We're all there for our own healing. And remembering that the essence of our being is love.
And how can people find your programs and come and be a part of remembering our loved ones and loss and transition?
Well, monthly, we at Unity in Marin, we have a circle, and I suppose email would be a way to do that.
Okay, we'll make sure.
We can do that.
Yeah, offer your email.
And let's see. The loved ones, there's so many things that available for our healing, that's for sure. Yeah. And I'm involved in a lot of other activities as well.
Well, thank you so much for offering these programs. You've made a difference in my life, truly.
Oh, well, it's a blessing.
Truly.
It's really a blessing to be able to do this. I feel I'm always honored when people open their hearts in such wonderful ways, and then to get to see them healing, and they come back to the circle, and they're reporting back, and they're sharing, and then they're the ones that are sharing for the new people, saying, I was there, I was in your shoes, and now they're back, and they're able to say, this is how I did it, or this is what I did. So it really is a sharing, so that we don't think we're crazy.
Right. I wanted to show a photo of my father. Because I'm here with Lisa tonight, I went in my photos and brought this photo of my father, whom I loved very much, and I'm just so happy to be connecting with him tonight. And he was a very charismatic, witty man. He had a little bit of bite to his humor, but not too much bite to hurt anyone. It's very funny. And my mother also, was a little more complicated, but she was my relationship with her, and she was a great lady, and had a big laugh. I got my laugh from her, and I just wanted to honor them. And also, please show your photos.
Well, the one I would like to share is about my father, because this was just recent, this last year, and because I had done my forgiveness work with an ex, if you will, and I was able to forgive my ex, I was able to really forgive my father, and I'd been mad at my dad for most of my life, most of my adult life. So in recent years, I forgave my dad. This last year, he was diagnosed and given 6 months to live. What I was able to do, because I had done that forgiveness work, is that I was able to love him unconditionally through the end of his life.
Wow,
And
what a
the
blessing.
greatest gift of all was that I got to fall in love with my father.
Okay, sweetie, that is so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that, the falling in love and the forgiveness. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
We've run out of time, and I want to give a shout out to my crew. Thank you so much. Yay for allowing this space so I can come out of isolation into this co-created field. Lisa, thank you so much for being here. Gloria Wilcox is here. And thank you all so much for joining us. And again, mwah, thank you to the crew. All right. And I want to thank RB for being here, bringing on these cool percussion sounds, holding down the beat. That added a lot to the song. It's a song I wrote for my father when he passed away. And I met RB going into his drum shop. And it happened to be the week of the anniversary of his father's passing. And so we're playing this song today for our fathers and for all of our loved ones. Thanks. Thank you, RB. And the ladies have joined us here for the choir, and I'm really grateful for Gloria, for Nina, for Lisa and Cheryl to be here. We'll meet again. There's a chant section on this song, and you're welcome to sing along at home. We'll meet again, yeah. We'll meet again, VA. 3, 4, VA. Let the river run. Let the tears fall from my eyes. Hear the prairie wind sing the song of a love. Let your spirit rise up high above. We'll meet again, VA. We'll meet again, yeah. We'll meet again, my father. We'll meet again.